Hi guys, it's Bridget with Zebra Glitter and Nails, and I'm not the best at videos, so excuse me, but I will do my best, I promise. So we are doing dip application today on tips with Peel Base. So the Peel Base is already on. It's our new Peel Base. It's great. It's a clear peel base. Goes on clear, dries clear. It's our new formula 2.0. That'll be on the site today. So I have full coverage tips on because that's just easier for me with working all day and doing your guys' orders. I beat up my nails. So, and I'm not the greatest at applications, so I'm not one of those professionals. So just bear with me, but I'll do my best. And any of us or anybody starting out obviously is not going to be a professional either. So when I do my dip application, we're using the professional Zebra liquids today, which I love. We also now have the new Dainty No Odor, but I still prefer the professional myself, and I don't have the allergy problems like some do. So I do a very thin layer first, fanning it just away from the cuticle line. So I do that first. You don't have to do this step. Some find it helpful, some don't. I don't always do it, but I am today for the video. So you can do a very thin layer of, in this case, a professional base, just over the whole nail, staying away from the cuticle, but, oops, and I already messed up. So anyways, hopefully I'm keeping this in the video for you and not too shaky. I get very shaky with my syndrome, so I apologize, but that's why my manis are not the greatest. Plus, I don't have very pretty fingers anymore. They've got a lot of cuts and not visible, but scars. There we go. That's what I want to say. All right, so we've got that all covered, which the first one should be close to being dry already. So as you see, I've just got them covered with a thin layer of base. And then once that's dry, or this does dry a little slower, so it gives you time to place gems or decals, glitter pieces if you're doing a chunky and you want to fill in or whatever. So anyways, we're going to go back now and we're going to do our first dip. Now today I'm doing the lay-in method. There are so many different methods, so you kind of have to figure out what works for you. But let's see if I can get this even today. I'm really shaky. Sorry, I lost a good friend last night, so yeah. So I just put that on and do a nice lay-in. This has foils in it, so sometimes you don't get very many foils on your first dip in. This one I actually picked up a decent amount because it just has some black foils in it. This is VV1 from our Valentine's collection last year, which is one of our really super duper popular colors. So, and I love the water marbling tool as my cleanup tool. So just run that around the edges. Again, just staying away from that cuticle line. I did not do a pushback very well after or before my tips. So, just make sure you get your prep good. That's going to help you. And then, like I said, I had the peel base on today. So 2 layers of peel base over the entire full coverage nail. So we did 1 dip there, or lay-in. It's still dip powder, but we're calling it lay-in method. So, and then again, this is a medium kind of thickness liquid, so it's not super thick. And it's great. Like I said, it gives you a little bit of time. It does not contaminate easily. I still always wipe it off because otherwise you're going to end up with colors or glitter or whatever in your liquids. So it's always better to wipe that off than to leave it. And then once again, clean up as best you can. Some people are really good about the fixing it when it's all done. I'm not as good at that, so I try to get as much as I can as I go. Now this one might only need 2 dips. It is a fairly pigmented thermal, And again, the water tool, or the marbling tool, works really, really good, guys, for getting around that. And I just made a mess. But so anyways, there's that. And then I would go ahead and do all 5 fingers. I'm not going to do both hands today because that's really boring in a video. So we'll go in with that second finger. And again, just try to get your coverage good. Tap it off. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing in the video. I kind of made a mess here. I picked one that's a touch pigmented. So I didn't get a lot of coverage on that one. I am not building an apex today. You can definitely always do that, but I'm not for the video. So as you can see, my fingers are so dry. Anyways, I hope everybody's having a great year so far. Oops. Get some liquid on there. I guess I need to refill that bottle. So this is the professional base. There we go. I might have gotten a little too much that time. But gonna get some coverage here because I did not cover it very well the first time. So I kind of did a apex method without meaning to. So again, this one has foils. Let it dry just a touch, and then I always press down my foils. You don't have to. You can brush off some of them if you have too many on there. That was a lot on there this time. This has black foils in it. Some of the black foils will bleed, so some people prefer a gel method. I've gotten pretty good at just doing it with regular dip liquids to where I don't do the gel method for those just because of that. Unless I'm doing the gel method for that day, just because. So just clean up. Wow, sorry guys, I'm so shaky. So let's see, that one dip almost looks like enough today, especially with the natural colored tips on. Definitely fills a little more. So I'll go ahead and do a second dip just to make sure. So you're going through all 5 fingers, and I am doing one hand just so you can see the process for the new ones that have never done this or very limited in their knowledge. You know, a lot of times on videos we'll skip ahead, so fast forward or whatever. I'm not very good at video editing either, so but anyway, so there we go. Clean up as you go. Now I do have peel base on, so I gotta be a little careful. Make sure I'm just getting the edges and not prying up my peel base already. There we go. That's better. And I can always go in and file too, guys. This color is really pretty. It goes from like a pink, it's like a hot pink to a red. And then it has the black foils in it. So VV1 from the Valentine's collection last year, 2021. So third finger. Again, I'm finishing one hand before I do the next hand. And there we go. Get those foils on there. And I'm fine with the fact that some fingers have a lot of foils, some don't. You can be more picky than that. You can always apply and pick up more foils or less foils. So that is the good thing about this little bit slower drying liquid. It's not so slow that it's going to drive you crazy. And this base works so well. Top coat's so shiny. Like I said, it's hard to contaminate. It's really a perfect liquid. I try using the new Dainties. I'm a little impatient. They do dry slower, as all the Dainty no odors do, just because of the formula. But those of you that have problems with gel or what we call the dip flu, there's no such thing, but it is an allergic reaction to the chemicals in some of the liquids normally. So the Dainties work great for people that have allergies and stuff. There's literally no odor, or at least I can't smell it. So unless you have a really good sniffer, I guess, maybe you could. My son can smell just a tiny little something when he smells that one, but I can't at all. Kind of got my black foils out of line over here, so I'm just going to kind of clean that up in a little bit. So anyways, try not to make the video too long. There we go. So 3 nails with 2 dips. 2 more nails to go on this hand. Like I said, we're only doing 1 hand today. I put that on a little thick, but obviously you don't want that too thick. So there we go. Dip her in. Cover that whole nail. Whoops, I missed a spot. I'm not doing good today. Oh, I'm not like, you know, Miranda Novotny or Ivelisse Castro or Marla Chris. They're so good at their manis. Missy, my friend Missy. They're all so good at them. Oh, see, making a mess today. But anyways, there we go. Okay. My goal is, though, to get product videos made for you guys. I am having Marla Chris do a video in probably February for us, which will be amazing. I'll be making some colors for her, getting with her and seeing what she likes, and, you know, going from there. She is like a professional, so yeah, not like me. I'm a professional nail dip company, but not a nail doer. I'm not a manicurist, not professionally trained, just learned by doing, just like a lot of you. So, okay, almost done, guys. Oh, yeah, sloppy today, Bridget. But anyways, you get the point. So, trust the process, because sometimes your nails look like crap when you're in the middle of doing them, and you get to the end, and they're just fabulous. Like I said, I don't care for my fingers, so I'm never like super like, oh my god, that's great. But you guys have pretty hands, yeah. Okay, so one more dip on that one. You always want to brush off any excess powder on there. Can cause problems with your application and your problems with your liquids hardening, stuff like that. So always brush off. I am wiping off my brush just to not get contaminant in my liquids. Like I said, these are very hard to contaminate, so that's not really a concern, other than you're going to end up with the color, the glitter, the foil, whatever you don't wipe off is going to end up in your bottle of liquids. One suggestion that a lot of us use is we'll have separate liquids for like glitters or shimmers or whatever. So that helps a ton, because you have a little bit of shimmer in there. It's not going to hurt another shimmer, but if you're trying to do a solid and you have shimmer or glitter in your liquids, then that's a problem. See, I make a mess when I work. So last nail, and then we'll do cleanup here in a minute once I get this done. So just gonna brush that on. And again, try to avoid your cuticle line, because that's part of what causes lifting. Oh, got that one covered good. Oh, no, I didn't. Well, I did. Just brushed it off. So don't do what I did. I brushed too soon and totally removed my powder from the nail. Might have enough liquid on that one to get a little bit there at least. Okay, I did. So now that it's dry, I can brush it a little. Let's do that last, or I might have to do 3 on this one because I messed it up. So, ooh. I'm thinking about putting together a video pack that I will send out to newbies. I don't know. What are your guys' thoughts on that? Comment, let me know. I am going to put this on the, hopefully on the website and the Facebook pages, of course. I'm trying to get up and going on my TikTok and Instagram. I have a lot of followers on Instagram, not very many on TikTok, because I'm old. I don't know how to do all that stuff, so I'm trying to learn. My son is really good at some of that, but he's not on Facebook, so trying to figure out how to get our Facebook group really up and going again. It's kind of bad because I don't get on there and do a lot. I'll post new products and stuff, but I'm really bad about engaging. So anybody that wants to join our Facebook page, feel free if you're one that likes to engage customers and stuff. I'd love to have people on there pepping it up. So anyways, finish this nail and then we'll do the process. So that is our professional base, twice, two 2 dips basically, but like I said, we're doing lay-in today. And I talk a lot, I know. I'm going to step away for 1 second here, and I'm going to grab, clean this a little so it doesn't look so bad. There we go. I am going to grab a file that I forgot to grab. Or buffer. Buffing block and a file. Alright. So, you, at this point, I do a little bit of cleanup here. You don't want to do too much because you're going to activate before you do much of anything. But I like to do a little bit now. Like I said, my cuticles are awful, so I need to use our cuticle oil because it is a miracle. It does work. Okay, so a little bit of cleanup, but I'll clean up more when we're done. So, I don't want to take up the whole video doing that. So, just kind of roughly cleaning up. There we go. Alright, so, looks a little rough at this point, right? Because we're just, yeah, we're just going to do a basic. I'm doing a 2-color mani today, or was going to, but I'll just do 1 color on the video so I don't take up too much of your time. So, I was going to go in with a little bit of glitter and design this, but we'll do that on another video for you guys. So, I can always remove top coat and go back. So, like I said, this is a thermal. Oh, I just took off part of the end of that. So, I'll fix that later, not on the video. So, at this point, we've done the professional top coat. We're going to activate. So, we did all 5 fingers, and then activate. And your first, so it does bleed a little, so you can use gel to prevent that. I usually use the drop activator at this point to not have any issues, but it's really not bleeding too bad, so I'll take that. Just kind of be careful how you put it on because those black foils do bleed. It's very hard to find bleeding black foils. And it's probably good that I did that in this video because you guys can see that. So if you just brush it carefully, it'll bleed some. So if you don't like that, use the drop on or the spray. That'll help. So your activator, of course, is what activates your liquids. Gets them to where they're hardened and going to last for you as long as you want them to. Like I said, we did peel base, so I can make them last a couple weeks or take them off later today, tomorrow, whenever. So your second bit of activator, you're a little more precise. First one, you don't have to be as careful. Okay, so activator's on. This one does not, the professional liquids do not seem to contaminate, so I don't have that problem of having to wait too long, but I am going to wipe just a little bit with a lint-free wipe to make sure that I got the activator off and file that. I've got a little bit of foil sticking out there that I don't want. So just going to wipe it off. I don't have anything on it. Some people do alcohol on it. I don't tend to do that, but this one is a really cool color. I think on the thumb you can really see it. The other, I have short nails right now with the tips, so they're not very, not a lot to see. All right. So you want to wait about 2 minutes for your activator to dry. Some people are super precise about that. I hope I'm still keeping this in the screen. I've not given it quite 2 minutes, but we're going to go ahead. I did learn a trick the other day. Now, I have not tried it yet, but where you put a layer of base at this point and then go in with your top coat. I've not tried that, but I'm assuming you can do that, and that's great. So, top coat. And I just filled this bottle, so my brush is a tad stiff. Anytime you do a replacement brush in a bottle or put a new bottle together, you've got to let it sit normally 24 hours. So hopefully I can get this perfect for you guys without doing that. Ooh, see that color change? Oh my God, I love this color. So this is our professional top coat after the activator. And it has such a great shine, guys. It's very similar to gel. It's not all gritty and dimpled and doesn't get streaks. Most of my admins, well, I don't know. I don't know who uses what. I need to ask them. I know Casey uses the professionals. Jen was a 2-in-1, and then I think Gels maybe. So, anyways, we have lots of admins now. They are great. They're my family. So this layer is the layer you want to be a little more perfect. I'm not really doing that today. I'm just kind of rushing through this video for you. You do want to cap it. Make sure you cap your ends. Why do we cap? So it doesn't chip and come off easily. If you don't cap, you're going to lose your dip. It will pop off or peel off or whatever. So as you can see how shiny that professional top coat is? I love it. Absolutely love it. I'm going to do one more layer here though, because I did not get that very well. The rest are covered great and very shiny, just like gel. I will do a gel application process for you guys soon so you can see it, but that is our shiny top coat. And like I said, this is VV1. Valentine's from last year. You would go in at this point and clean up and, you know, use your cuticle oil and all that good stuff. So, you know, like I said, I'm not the greatest at doing manis, but shows you the process and shows that anyone can do it. So you guys have a great day. I'll be back with another video, and look at that color change. Isn't that cool? All right. Thank you.